If you're looking into elevating your space with the resources that you have, this video is for you. In this video, I will share with you the entire process of how I redid our West Elm dining table and what products I used. If you enjoy videos about minimalism, purposeful living, and reviews of quality home products, please consider subscribing to this channel. For this project, all I used was a screwdriver, a mask, an electric sander, sanding paper, and polyacrylic as a protective finish. As a minimalist, I don't keep a lot of tools in my garage. In this case, I needed an electric sander since I knew that most of the project would require sanding the table down. I'm always surprised how easy it is to borrow things you need for a unique project like this from a friend, family, or a neighbor. Like most, I also don't like to bother people, but especially during this time, reaching out to borrow a tool was a great way to catch up with someone we hadn't seen in months. If, like me, you've never used an electric sander before, the sanding paper velcros to the front of the sander, matching the holes for the dust to go through. You can also connect a vacuum to the sander to help with the dust as well. I highly recommend using a mask at all times. This tabletop is attached to the base with 29 screws, so I started by taking most of them out, still leaving the base attached to help me keep the table secured when I was working on it outside. I started sanding the table with the 120 grit sanding paper on, and even though I watched many videos on best sanding practices, it still took me a little to get used to it. If I could give you a tip, it would be to change the sanding paper more than you think and as often as you need to. I was trying to use the same one I had for as long as possible, but it wasn't getting very far and I was starting to use too much pressure. Once I changed the old sanding paper, things went way faster and I was not getting tired at all. The electric sander was doing all the work for me. This is after I finished sanding the top for the second time. We were really happy at how it was starting to look just like this side table did before we applied the top finish, which is what we were hoping for. As you can see in the top right corner, the third sanding made even more of a difference. All the dings and scratches were gone and the table was completely clean of any products or stains. With the top now finished, it was time to do the same on the bottom, the base, and the legs. After using the 120 grit sandpaper, I went over everything with the 220 grit sandpaper, which is softer and it closes the wood, making it feel smoother. And yes, I was holding the sander backwards just to help with the dust not getting all over myself. This solid poplar wood had some beautiful natural tones, and even though I considered staining it, I decided just to apply the polyacrylic. I like using this product because it doesn't change or yellow the color of the wood and it dries with a beautiful and smooth matte finish. Overall, I did 6 coats of polyacrylic on the top and the legs of the table and 3 coats on the bottom and the base of the table. I lightly sanded down any bumps or bubbles in between coats using the sanding block with a 320 grit sanding paper. I didn't apply any pressure at all, just rolled it wherever I thought I needed it. It might sound like a lot of coats, but polyacrylic actually dries really fast, so you only need to wait a couple of hours in between each one. Another tip is to make sure you always wipe down all the sand dust off the wood before using the electric sander or applying any paint or finish. Once everything was completely dried, it was time to put the table back together. I did have help this time, so things went really smooth. And here you have it. This is how our West Elm Lena dining table looks like now. It was great before. We just enjoy lighter furniture and colors in our home. They bring us peace and calm, plus they make our space look bigger. If you enjoyed this video, please click that like button and make sure to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.